Hello. I'd like to welcome you to ECED 5563, Fostering Belonging in Early Childhood Education. All right, we're going to come up here, and this is really the syllabus explanation. So let's pull up the syllabus and go over a little bit of it. And I'm not going to be reading it to you because you are graduate students and you're perfectly capable of doing that yourselves. So let's just take a look at some of the important parts here. Okay. You can go over the office hours. The office hours are self-explanatory. However, they have to be in here and I have to have definite office hours, but I am available to meet with you via Zoom at any time that's convenient to you, including the weekends if you work all week. But I am on campus from 11 to 3 on Wednesdays. For those who are inclined to come to campus, but I know many of you cannot do that. Okay, this course is completely asynchronous, completely online. Catalog description, course purpose and goals. You can read all this yourselves. And here are the modules broken down by week and which NACE objective is met by each of the module objectives. And then we come down here to the different assessment pieces and which objective they address. And we'll cover these in great detail in the modules. So no point talking about them today. This is the points system that we use, and a total of 360 points for the course. This is the breakdown in the grading, and nothing new to anybody that's taken my classes before. AI policy, let's not have AI do our work. I would like to see what you have to say, not what AI has to say. Let's just leave it at that. Communication with me, I think I'm pretty easy to communicate with. Please send me an email if you would like to set up a Zoom visit, or if you just have a quick question, or if you want me to call you real quick for a quick chat. It's whatever works best for you will work great for me too. Attendance, I expect you to do your weekly assignment. That is your attendance in this class. And if you have an emergency of some kind, a horrible life event, please just send me a quick email so we can make alternative arrangements. Okay, and that's what's covered under absence. Mechanics. Everything you turn in this course does not need a title page. So please don't put title pages, kind of a waste. Put your name and the name of the assignment at the top of page 1 of whatever you're turning in. Any of the reflections and analyses that you do in this course need to be double spaced, 1-inch margins at the top, bottom, right, and left side. That's just APA format. There's nothing special. Again, 12-point font, Arial, Calibri, or New Times Roman. Nothing special, APA. Paragraphs are indented, no extra spaces between lines. Just note that again, that's APA format. Accurate spelling, grammar, and punctuation. After all, you're graduate students. And you're going to submit to Blackboard as a PDF to ensure that your format does not shift when it is uploaded, because that is just really, really important. Sometimes when you take a document off of, say, Google Documents, by the time you upload that into Blackboard, it looks completely different. Trust me, when I pull it up, it's not going to look like what you put in there. So convert it to PDF, and then you will have an easy time getting that into Blackboard. In fact, I'm just going to show you really quick how to do that. Let me pull up any document. Okay, here is the community resources list. Okay, say for instance, I'm completely done with this. This is a Google Doc, and I've got it all filled out. I want to now save this. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to download, and you notice here you can download it as Microsoft Word. You can download it as PDF. You're going to hit PDF, and Voila, there it is. You now have the PDF. You can download your document to your computer and upload it into Blackboard. Notice it kept all its nice formatting. Everything looks great. Okay. So we'll go out, get out of this and go back to what we were doing. Okay. Assignment due dates and times. Weekly assignments are due by 11:59 on Sunday evening, just like always in all of my classes, because I know even though it's summertime, a lot of you are working during the summer. So gives you some extra time on the weekend to read and complete assignments. The only exception to that is week 8, which is the last week of class. It ends on a Thursday, so I have to have all assignments in by Thursday at 11:59. So that will be the exception to the rule. Grading. All grading in this course is done with a rubric. Every assignment has a rubric, and I highly encourage you to familiarize yourself with the rubric before you complete any assignment, because it's just so much nicer to know what to expect. Okay. Turnaround time. I really pride myself on having things graded within 7 days. I try to do it earlier than that, but definitely within a week. The only time that might be different is when you have long research papers and term papers, which you don't have in this class, so that's not a big deal. Late work is accepted for 4 days, 4 calendar days after the due date, with a deduction of 50% from the earned total. Calendar days are all days on the calendar, including Saturday, Sunday, holidays, no matter what, they're all on the calendar. No work is accepted after that, after the 4 days, and no work is accepted after the semester ends. And I need to fix that. That's not right. Okay. Extra credit. No extra credit is available. It's really highly unfair and unethical for me to single out a particular student for special favors unless I plan on offering those special favors to all my students in all my classes. And you realize that would be rather overwhelming. Okay. And the same thing goes for redos. I'm always available. If it's Sunday afternoon and you're just scratching your head saying, I don't understand what she wants me to do with this for an assignment that's due that night, send me an email and we'll have a 5-minute Zoom and clear everything up. There's just no reason for you not to understand an assignment and make a great grade on it. So there are no redos, but I'm always available to help you. Plagiarism, don't plagiarize. You can read the policy. I'm not going to insult people's intelligence by reading it to them. Academic policies, you can click on this if you have any questions about behavioral intervention, academic misconduct, so on and so forth. Obviously, we're an online class. We don't have to worry about inclement weather and things like that. If you do have a challenging medical condition that may prohibit you from doing your best in this class, please go to this website and look at what they have for Americans with Disabilities Act compliance, and you can work with that department to make sure that you do your best in this class and that I can support you while you do that. We have, again, straight to disability services here. And if you have any course complaints, please contact me first. I'm the one that created the course. I'm the one that created all the assignments. So someone else will probably not know what you're talking about if you ask them. However, if you don't get satisfaction from me, feel free to go to the assistant dean or the dean of the college as a last resort. And this is all written out here. Grade appeal, if you do not feel like you earned the grade that you wanted to in this course, then you have a grade appeals timeline and policy right here. Okay, here is the calendar for this particular 8-week course. And you will see that we start out with week 1, and it's just the big picture. You've got the module objectives. And then you've got everything you're going to do for learning and the assignments of week 1. It'll say MO, which is the module objective. And you'll notice each module objective will be assessed somewhere in the assignments. All right. And also, this calendar is separately in here in case you want to look at the calendar and not have to go all the way through the syllabus every time. It's just sitting here for your convenience. Okay. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. I am always happy to set up a Zoom and we can talk about it. And besides, it's always nice to see some faces of the students that are in my course. All right. Hope you have a wonderful semester. I hope there's a lot to learn. And I really hope that this is a great experience for you. Bye-bye.